Howdy folks, and welcome back to this Let's Play of Stellaris. My name is Sonelias. Let's load the end of the last saved game here, where we of course were playing as the human species, focusing purely upon the psionics. Now, what is the actual current game plan? Current game plan is of course that we basically will be able to strengthen our empire here. As you can see, we've got a fairly decent chunk here on the right side of the screen, on the right side of the map I should say. What I want to do here really, I want to be able to then put some more colonies and so forth in place. Now, it looks like one of our governors is actually just leveled, which is great. It looks like there was some kind of structure here in orbit, which unfortunately hasn't been destroyed by someone. Actually, the planet itself looks to have been destroyed as well. Look at that. Looks like someone blew a hole into it. Wow. Parts of the actual surface seem to be floating around in space. Looks like a good confrontation has occurred there. Let's get into orbit of this fleet here. And what would it cost? About 2,500 to upgrade our fleet to the latest designs. Alright, let's have a look at what we can
Construction
do here.
complete.
Let me just open a drink. Bear with me 1 second. What can we do next? Let's check out where I might be able to do some more construction here. It's just outside of our reach still. That one's still outside of our reach. Now I could actually put another colony down here. I've got another colony ship here ready to send out to any world here. Let's just colonize this one here. Let's focus in on that one here as such. Alright, kicking up that game speed once again. So we got a facility to actually putting one additional colony down here. Again, we can upgrade several buildings here. Here. Sorry, we basically saw our leader has unfortunately died. And we've got elections. Now, unfortunately, I do not have enough in terms of influence to actually cast a vote.
Colonization in progress.
So we're going to have to basically let the people do it itself. Alright, so let's look at that. We elected Nian Bura, former governor of Chara Prime, to become the new ruler. Frontier spared, so colony ships are basically cheaper to get out. And how old is she at the moment? It doesn't say. Right, so in the meantime, several xenoanthologists from Earth have returned to the surface of Char Prime after spending a great deal of time living among the subterranean aliens native to that world. They have learned much about their ancient ways and customs, which will no doubt benefit our society research. Sweet, so we got a nice reserve of actual society research which we can actually use to boost all of our other research on there. And it'll mostly actually boost this one here, the upgrading of that other species as such. Right, so that leader that died is over. There is now a peace deal between some of the other species here. Let's have a look at these guys here. What happened here? Look at that, their empire has shrunk to almost nothing, isn't it? Wow. Alright. Protectorate. Alright. What else have we got here? I don't want to get too close to that section here, but it looks like these guys here are relatively aggressive. They've got a truce. Yeah, okay. Aggression pact with these guys here, the Oscox. I can form a defensive pact with them, but they... Yep. It cost us 0.25 influence. I think that's quite beneficial to us, so we're going to basically let that go ahead. I'd like to be able to get this party happier again. No species-wide slavery. Why did I think I actually got species-wide slavery? At the moment we stand at 61%. Now, where do they get that idea of species-wide slavery from? Do I have any slavery here? No, they got all full citizen rights. Now I'm uplifting these guys here. Whatever rights I've got on here, no migration control, more population control, full military service. So if I set this to be the default, I actually can choose no population, migration control enabled. So if I basically set that to be default, that should all do. Perfect. Let's make sure that these guys here, when I actually change their rights, can actually become part of the military as well, so full military service is allowed. The same I should do for these guys here. I should actually allow these full military service as well. Okay, so let's have a look at what else we got here. Defensive pact was formed. Hold on. Joined the favorable alliance. Okay. Sweet. So where are these guys again based? Let's just make sure I actually know where they are. Solidarity Oscar's tribes. No, that's not them. It's the other one, isn't it? These guys here. Yeah, we've got a defensive pact with these guys here. Wow, look at their world. Alright, Federation Association ended between... okay. Wow, okay. Non-aggression pact in place. Contacts. Now we still have 2 here. Okay, so quite warlike that particular faction, isn't it? Okay, so we've done that. One of our governors is leveled up, which is great. Let's have a look at our other actual leaders or planets. This one here has got no leader at the moment, so we're going to recruit a new leader here. Army build speed, interesting. I do have one of my colonies where I actually put a military academy, didn't I? Was that this one here? These guys are not happy, which is okay for the moment being. I think it was this one. No. What is this? Is this the academy? No. Planetary capital. So that's not the one. Don't tell me it's on the world that I just set up as being part of another sector now. Ah well, okay. Colonizing this one at the moment. Let's look at the surface here. I don't need to do any upgrades, it looks like. I could of course build some new structures here if I wanted to. Got nothing to clear yet at the moment. So let's kick up the game speed. Alright, migration treaties were broken. Let's offer these guys. Can I actually... no, I can't break it. I don't want to break it really. Active sensor links. Always a useful one to have. Look at that. That's going to cost me such a whopping amount of basic influence. I don't have that amount of influence at my disposal, so I can't really justify that at all. What can I do? What can I do? Is there any other particular system here that I could colonize that's not too far away from us? What kind of world is this? This is a Alpine world. Okay. that doesn't really help me, does it?
Construction complete.
Okay. Planetary capital required. Now, what have I got here at the moment? I've got a planetary administration. If I don't upgrade this, I cannot because I need more people on the surface first.
Incoming transmission. Colony established.
Right, these guys here are pacifist, defensive war only. I'm quite happy to basically accept that. Riga Council. Alright, what can we do here? I can actually, of course, build up some food production. I'm going to basically build up some energy production here as well. I'm going to clear this one here. I'm going to clear that one. Last, of course, I can. Yeah, let's leave that for the moment being. If I look at this ship here, I should now, of course, be able to then assist in research. This ship here, let's have a brief look at our actual planets and sectors in terms of output. I think I'm going to go to Alpha Centauri here. Let's actually set this one to assist in the research here. There's a Savannah world here, which is a decent sized one, to be honest. So we're assisting over here in terms of the research. So that's actually giving us experience, which is good. This person here is 87. How young is the other one? This one is 49 only. Okay. Construction ships. Anything we can do with the construction ships at the present. I want still. Ooh, actually, it is now within our borders, which is good. Research stations here. Anything else? Is that within our borders? No, it is not. This one here.
Research complete.
Still not either. But that one over here is now within our borders. Bear with me one moment. Right, sorry about the interruption. Let's carry on from where we were just a second ago. This one here is now within our borders, so I'm actually going to send another construction ship here. One of our bits of research has just completed, so let's go for the energy option here. The antimatter one, I think, is a good one. Or do we want to go... Let's go for the hyperdrive first. Makes travel a little bit quicker.
Incoming transmission.
Star charts. Yeah, I'm quite happy to exchange those with you. Not a problem at all. Over here, I will be building a monument. Here, I will be building a temple. Of course, I do want to put some actual research buildings up here as well. Or down here, I probably should say. I want to put it over here instead, that temple. So I've got a fair amount of that type of research already. Physics research, as you can look at the numbers at the top, that's the biggest actual one of all of them.
Ships upgraded.
And this one is not yet within our borders. It's just outside. So our fleet was just upgraded, which is great. Up that game speed once again. Nice bit of resource I'm getting here from this outpost here. Let's collapse the rally points and collapse the armies here as well. Really what I should do, and it should somehow actually get these to be control at least 10 strategic resources, will please the faction. So how do I get access to additional ones? I'm not quite sure. This says no species-wide slavery. How comes that is actually affecting me so poorly? As far as I'm aware, I don't have any of that slavery whatsoever. Settle on a Gaia world will please the Alliance. On hallowed grounds. And embattled minorities. Finding spiritual beliefs to be a minority issue in will displease. Alright, so as long as we keep that, well, I guess above 50% really. That's the main focus here. Cinephile is... okay. So our total focus is still close to 100%. Or actually, full 100% it is. It's all about how and where we basically position it. So what happened to our population now? We still only got 5 species in there. And these guys here should be upgraded relatively shortly. Relatively quickly, I probably should say. Xeno Farm. Cool. Now I did have another world here where I can basically put a farm down, isn't it? It's this one here. Unfortunately I cannot remove this particular jungle yet. We're still researching that jungle removal option here. But that's coming after I got the species here. And we basically got ourselves a clever girl achievement. The Aramati now stand as a living testament to the scientific and technological might of the Psychic Foundation. That of course has made this one again a viable party. So if we look at the species in my domain here, so they basically should get the full rights. They were uplifted, yeah, great. This one now stands at, look at that, 81% happiness here with this one. Wow. So that means of course that, I guess this one now is removed because the slavery option there is no longer in effect. Integration of Ramara who will uplift has gone more smoothly than expected, but not as smoothly as we had hoped. Despite our efforts to soft shape of their physiology, the Aramati are still struggling with the ways we do things in the Psychic Foundation. Minerals is reduced for a number of months. Okay.
Incoming transmission.
Human. Okay, let's pause this for just a second. The human psychic people should not be prisoners in the Psychic Foundation, and neither should our own people be limited to inhabit our territory. Let us agree to remedy this. So, a migration treaty. Yeah, quite happy with that. Statistically, a significant number of Aramati citizens appear unsatisfied with our teaching on the nature of the cosmos. Alright, what can we choose here? We can choose the spiritualist option, which is exactly what I really was hoping for, because that will increase my population in total. Actually, look at all the options I've got at my disposal. So spiritualist, is that not one of theirs? No, it doesn't say that at the moment. Okay. Let's have a look at that again in a minute, once we got
Construction
information becoming available. When the Psychic Foundation provides a solid structure upon which to model their internal social order, it has not necessarily to be that the student uplifted the Amarati best. Their sudden rise to becoming our intellectual equals robbed them of millennia of potential societal and cultural development. Alright. Egalitarian or a authoritarian? One day the family unit is paramount, and the next day community leaders are called for a dissolution of all clan-like bonds. Right, let's go to the authoritarian option there. I still got another colony ship ready here. I can actually send them out here. I'm going to enter orbit over this on this planet here. And all of a sudden my actual influence here has had a significant boost. It probably was due to the fact that of course we uplifted a species here. That one's still outside of our reach. There is another world here. Hold on. So that one's a relatively big one, isn't it? Look at that. So if I use that colony ship here, I can't. So which species can actually go onto the actual with? Is that the new faction I've just created? I'm not quite sure. Let's go and have a look. It's a arid world, isn't it? So if we go back to
Construction
my
complete.
species, which one would be able to move onto an arid world? 20%. If I look at these guys here, arid is 20% only. These guys here, arid is 20%, 20%, 20%. So I'm not quite sure which people that would be that can actually move in there. It's a bit of a borderline world, it looks like, in that sense. Okay. So we should be able to upgrade some buildings soonish. Today, but not quite tomorrow either. I'm going to build some research facilities here. Here I will be building a paradise dome. A research facility will be built here. What have we just had? We basically saw that one of our leaders has died here, unfortunately. And I can recruit a brand new one. Normally research speed. Now this one is actually leading a ship at the moment. I'm actually going to allocate her to come into lead that research. Science officer Maria Ramirez has gained the meticulous trait. Okay, so our other science ship here needs a new leader. We're gonna recruit a new one here for her. I'm gonna recruit this one here. And we're gonna basically set her to assist research here. Or him. Pierre will be doing that bit of work. Let's get that clock running here again. Right, perfect. We still got that option of basically doing something on this world here. Do I still want to go for that option here? 768. So let's enter orbit here. Let's go towards this planet here as well with our fleet.
Research complete.
Finished a bit of research. We basically are now able to remove those dense jungle options. We can increase habitability here, or we can actually remove the noxious swamps. Let's go for the swamp removal first. Let's actually see. Here we can remove now some of those bits of jungle. Same goes for here. We got a fair amount of resources in reserve as well. So this one here will be really, really beneficial, of course, because it gives us that access to the pets. Let's keep this game speed up at the highest level. If I look at
Construction complete.
Production options here, this allows me, of course, to build some more cruisers. So look, that's over here. Let's build some extra mining facilities in that system there. That was still just outside of our reach here, which is fine, not a problem at all.
Tile blocker cleared.
Perfect. So look at these surfaces here. So here I can actually now build another. Let's build another mine here, I think. Or should I build a mineral processing plant? Let's go for that one. Let's actually have a look, consider that once again. So I can actually go for the visitor center here as well, which, yeah, I'm gonna put the visitor center here. At least got more of the unity output I'll be able to get from there. Next one will be available once we actually reach 11,369. And we cannot do that something about the building upkeep or about our ship upkeep. Governor is leveled, another governor is leveled, which is great.
Construction complete.
Is that within our borders? Yes, it is. Pretty sure we used to have stations there, but they seem to be destroyed once they actually got outside of our borders here for some reason. Bit of a pity, but yeah, that's just the way it works occasionally. Right, who are these guys here? Have I actually met these guys? Ugalak Interplanetary Authority or Autocracy. What about warriors? Okay. Closed borders to some other people here. Let's have a quick look at where these guys are. Interesting. That looks like a relatively new faction here. Alright, they don't want a research agreement, which is fine. I'm willing to offer them a little more access to my systems. They, of course, will accept because there's nothing I'm demanding from them as a payment for that. Basically get a new sector down here, I hope.
Construction complete.
So why am I at negative balance now all of a sudden? Not quite sure. Ship maintenance is increased. Module maintenance. There's that. We haven't got high figures here, but that's okay, I guess. Let's have a look over here. We can actually go for building another spaceport here. We can actually basically guarantee their independence. Say rebels of Kalazuka Republic. Let's have a look. The Kalazuka Republic. Ah, it's these guys here. So these are considered to be rebels. Okay. Let's have a look. Here we can upgrade this one now.
Construction complete.
Same item here. Here I can actually build additional power production facilities. And before we finally put an end to today's episode, what we're going to do is here we're going to reduce our ship upkeep cost by 10%. So if I actually look at my expense here, ship maintenance is the biggest. Seems to be one of the biggest, really. This is building maintenance, that's ship maintenance.
Construction complete.
Anyways, thanks again for joining me. I do sincerely hope that you, of course, enjoyed today's episode. In the meantime, have a great day. Bye-bye, folks.